Hello, and welcome to the Sheep Genetics Update for September 2021. I'm Gus Rose, the Manager of Sheep Genetics, and I'll be telling you a little bit about what we've been up to in the last 12 months and what we're going to get up to in the next 12 months. We've had a few changes to the team, with Emma McCrabb promoted to Senior Development Officer. Also, Gabrielle Sharing joined us about 3 months ago as a new Land Plan Development Officer. And from the end of October this year, we'll have a full team with Chloe Bunter joining us as a new Merino Select Development Officer. We're really looking forward to having a full team again. We've had an increase in the number of flocks and the number of animals submitted into sheep genetics over the last 5 years, which is great because it means a lot more rams have been sold in the industry with Australian sheep breeding values, or ASBVs. And this map really shows that we are a national sheep genetics evaluation system with breeders submitting information from all the main sheep producing areas in Australia. We also have clients in New Zealand, USA, and South America. Over the last 12 months, we've had a combination of online and face-to-face meetings whenever we can. COVID continues to affect how we can get out and see you, and we'll continue to be using online with face-to-face to get the best combination of ways to get out to you and communicate with you. So we did manage to get to regional forums in New South Wales, South Australia, and Tasmania this year, which was great, but the rest we've had to do online. We've had a reproduction webinar, which we've done online. We've done data quality score workshops online. So we've done a lot of the regional forums works online as well. We've also worked with breeder groups online. We've also started to do mate soul training online, and we'll continue to do this later in the year. So make sure you register for those if you're interested via our website event page. And also we've started a new initiative called New Member Workshops for new members to talk to our development officers and go through any questions they might have about getting data into sheep genetics. We also have a special sheep genetics deal from July this year to the 25th of November this year, where you have no database charges. And this is to continue on from the Accelerated Adoption Initiative, which was a Meat and Livestock Australia initiative, where you didn't pay any fees to sheep genetics if you're an Australian levy payer. We've continued this for Australian levy payers so that you won't pay any database fees up until the 25th of November 2021. This year, we had a few changes or improvements to the analysis, the main one being an update to our reproduction analysis and also our data quality score. So our new reproduction traits for Merino and maternal analyses are conception, litter size, and urinability. These were previously research breeding values. We've also improved the maternal analysis for these traits because we had a lot more data to do this. So now these are Australian sheep breeding values and can be used across flock. There's more information about this in a video that Emma did available on our website about what these new traits are and how you can record them. We also have prototypes for a new data quality score. So this score is about how to improve the quality, quantity, and timeliness of your data submissions. We did online workshops to go through these, and we're planning to release these with our new Ramping Up Genetic Gain or RUG reports via the search website later in the year. So keep an eye out for that and contact us if you have any questions. So our plans for this year, we have 3 main things we're going to work on. The big project we have is a database redevelopment. We're also working on our search website to improve that. And also we have some changes to analysis and indexes that we're planning to do. So our big database redevelopment project has been going for a while now in the background. The first main milestone that we did was to get all of our databases into one sheep genetics database. So previously they were in our land plan, our Merino Select and research databases, which were all separate, and the data came in through those separately and are stored separately. Now we've found a way to store them in one spot on the cloud, which is also a lot more secure and means that we can validate the data in the same way and use it in the same way to make it a lot more efficient. So we have the database all together, but we're not currently using it because the next phases are where we're going to link it all up to the system and reporting. So the second phase was about getting data in and getting it analysed. So we've found a way that we can submit your data or get you to submit your data online into our new database. And also we're working on how to make that data into the files we need for an analysis to get your breeding values. So we've almost finished this phase. And the advantages of this is we have all data through one system, but that means there could be some potential changes in breeding values because all the validation will be done in the same way, whereas previously it was done through 3 separate databases. We're currently testing the impact of this on your breeding values into the future, and we'll keep communicating these changes to you before we implement it early 2022. Another advantage of this system means that you'll be able to upload your own data. So at the moment, you send an XML file to our database managers and then they submit the data for you. With the new system, you can submit the data whenever you want into our online platform, which means you'll get on-the-spot validation and feedback, and you also know when your data has gone into the analysis. So that's a lot of reassurances for you, especially if you're putting data in close to run day, 5 o'clock. It also means you can see which data is going to analysis and will give you a lot more feedback about what data you've submitted, which means that you can quickly update any data you need before you submit it for analysis, and you'll be able to compare old and new submissions. So we're working on validating this at the moment, and we'll introduce this slowly early 2022 and then integrate it into the way we work with you over next year. The third part of the database redevelopment is the results. And we started to plan this already, and we're also hoping to get this ready to release in early 2022 as a big release with all the other database redevelopment work that we've done. So at the moment, when you submit data and the analysis finishes, we send you an email which has up to 12 PDFs with all the information about what you submitted and your results. What we want to do is to try and make this a little bit more flexible, which means that you can choose what you want reported back to you and how, and make it a little bit more customizable. And we expected this again in early 2022. Alongside this, we're also going to improve the Sheep Genetics search site. And this is based on your feedback, where we're going to have more traits displayed, more animals. And then when you look at individual animals, we'll have more information about what's recorded on that animal and some of their relatives, which is a lot of the feedback we got was that you wanted to see this back. So we're going to get this on for you. We also have a new Sheep Genetics website, which includes all our information. So if you go on there and have a look, make sure you check it out. We've made sure that the information is a lot more concise, but if you find there's something missing that you could find before, make sure you contact us so that we can make sure that it's all updated. We also have made a conscious effort to have 2 ways to get into our search site, because that's a very, very common thing that people want to do, is to look at animals. We're also in the final stages of our Sheep Genetics Breeders Guide, which is our new quality assurance manual, which includes 2 sections initially about breeding, an introduction, and how to submit data into sheep genetics. And then we'll be releasing more sections about the actual data import and reporting process once those are ready to go. We also have some planned indexes changes for next year, where we're looking at new Merino indexes. At the moment, we're updating the models for those. And we want to include those new reproduction traits, conception, litter size, and urinability. We also want to include wrinkle and dag in indexes, and include resilience or condition score in some indexes. We also want to update terminal indexes to include birth weight, and we also want to include the new reproduction traits, conception, litter size, and urinability in the maternal indexes. I have a video on the new indexes and the process, also available on our website. We also have a few analysis improvements. One is to implement TBLUP for our genomic analyses, which means that it's better and faster. There won't be any changes to the breeding values coming out of that. It will just mean that we can get the analysis done for you quicker. And we can manage a lot more of the genotypes which are coming in at the moment. We also have an update to the carcass and eating quality analysis planned, because we have a lot more information about these traits now, and we're going to update the parameters behind it. So these are the other improvements to the analysis that you can expect early 2022. So in summary, we have a big year plan this year for a big release in early 2022. And a lot of the work we're doing is to make it easier to submit data and see your results, and also make it easier to find and use information through our new breeders guide and our new ShipGenetics site.